Hi, it's Friday the 5th of June and we're watching the open of the ES at 9. So we just shifted from the night session or the hour before the open into the regular session, and I've reset the profile. So you see that I've marked those two X's to mark the highest part of the profiles, the prices that traded the most. And we're gonna see how that compares to the initial balance, what happens in the first 15 minutes. Price has opened bang in the middle. Now it's trickling down towards the outside of the overnight, let's call it, range, even though it was just for an hour. So let's look at the profile, and let's look at the book. In this case, let's look at the offer. So it goes down, and there's not much resistance from the offer. I meant from the bid. The bid holds. Let's look at the book specifically. And now 1,000 contracts is there at 14, plus it's holding at 16, so I enter 17 with the view of having that 14 hold. Hopefully it won't trade under 15, because it traded a lot at 16 and not much at 15, so maybe that 14 will hold, and I'll put my stop there. My target is at 22, which is the second highest traded price where it opened. So hopefully it might go back to the session open. We see that it trades a little more at 16 and at 17. 17 holds. The 1,000 contracts at 14 are still there. It could be a spoof, but it's early in the morning, and I want to trust in the good qualities of traders. Plus, it's not an open drive. It didn't pick a direction and just go. The price seems to be ranging. So it's more than likely to continue ranging rather than starting a new trend. And now we see the book on the bid having gotten stacked, and a little bit of hesitation, and I put it on again. A few contracts traded. I'm hesitating there because at 20 we have a bit of a step. If it doesn't make it through 20, I could have taken this down, but this is again an after the fact review, and I know exactly what's going to happen. There's 1,000 counters appearing there on the offer, and then they disappear completely. So this is a nice opportunity for the bid to take it higher. Take it at 22. I'm out. Goes up a couple of ticks, and then it reverses. I know it reverses because I've seen it. Now we're making lower highs, and this speaks well for the sellers who've successfully kept it down. The price didn't pass the midpoint, didn't pass the opening. They're pushing it down. So here, I wasn't really thinking of getting into that. But it would have been a great opportunity. And I'm speeding up the tape now because I didn't take a trade, so I want you to see it faster. The sellers had a field day. They taken it back to where it was, and then it stalls, and then they take it a little lower. So here I'm thinking, okay, reversal or continuation. And this is the mistake that I make. I go long in the middle. So long was good because after with that push up, I mean, we had a prop down, it didn't hold. Push up, it's very likely to go up. But I've entered right when there was a bit of a pause right there at 19, which is an area where a lot of contracts have traded. It hasn't been a pullback for quite a long time, and my stop is really tight. Because I just made 6 ticks with the previous one and I don't want to lose them. And here I'm not thinking clearly, I could have given it a little more space. Instead I decide to get out with a couple of ticks. It's not the end of the world. But now I feel bad because, hey, it's making lower highs, so this thing is going down, I'm thinking. So I'll look to short the first opportunity. And this is another thing that I did wrong. Because I wasn't thinking that, look at that, short right at the bottom of it. And this thing just reverses and go all the way higher. We had a prop down, but with the force of the pull back up, we went back up into the range. The lower side of the range didn't really hold, so all those sellers weren't still sitting pretty there. They probably have gotten out, and here I get taken out, whipsawed up, and now it's the case to look at what it's going to do at the highs. Now I know that this thing is ranging with, yeah, sure, with some extensions out. We'll see some extension of the range possibly, but this thing is going to range. So it pushes that 22, and there's still a lot of buyers. I don't want to sell it quite yet. Books look good for the buyers still. 150, 200 contracts, 400, pushing it higher. Then they reach 27. And although the book looks good, they don't buy it, and then they start pulling contracts from the book at the bid. 18 traded at 27, which is my high. Likely places for it to go down. Sellers come back in control, and I go short. Short with a view to get out at 18, which is again one of the most traded prices. Go through the open. And here there's a bit of double-sided action, and it was a bit scary to go short after such great push-up. Look at the cumulative delta. There were a lot of contracts bought at market orders to get to the place where we were when we reversed. So I'm not sure that this thing is going to go all the way down, but it's going to have a nice pullback. Sellers are still there. The book looks solid on the offer. Buyers non-aggressive. Offer pulls, whipsaws, goes back down again. You see there's a refresh of 600 contracts at 23. So there's a stable 300, and they've absorbed 600 contracts. So the longs tried to wrestle back in control. Now they give it up and they pull out. The bid pulls out. Where is it going to find support? Is it going to find support? Is it going to go long again? Is it going to range down? I mean, we had a couple of nice touches. Now we see a period of stalling again. You see there's 1,000 contracts at 20 and it pulls and it goes down. And I pull it a little lower. And now there's more contracts at the bid. So it went down a couple of ticks. But that 1,000 contracts spooked me. They're possibly looking to pick it back higher. Offer is pulling. And look at the book on the bid. I decided to go out because they're refreshing, they're absorbing contract 900 at 19. So when it ticks down, I just go out. And just as a curiosity, this thing went back higher. It actually went to 28 and tested the high again. I'm gonna post a picture so you can see that. All right, that was the open. I'm still negative, but it was a couple of nice trades, and it serves me well to initiate trades right at the middle, especially with a kind of revenge trading where I go long and I get stopped out and I get immediately short. My head wasn't thinking straight. Hopefully better next time.